Welcome be extended to other government ministers, department heads. It's a pleasure to be here in Matawalu and in the Ndrasa area. I'm very glad that I chose to extend my stay in the West for another week. So I have the chance to be here with you all today and continue to witness and assess all the development that is coming to the Western Division. My government is responsible for many things. We identify and respond to problems and issues as they arise. We put policies in place that make our economy competitive and sustainable. And most importantly, we listen to the people so that we can discover solutions and create progress together. But it is ordinary Fijians who really drive Fiji forward. I've been saying that in the last couple of weeks. The work you do to better yourselves and your communities has lifted Fiji into a new era of success and prosperity. So it is also the responsibility of my government to make sure you see the full value of the wealth you've helped create. The projects, the infrastructure and services that are coming to the West are not handouts. They are developments that will allow you to build on your accomplishments so that you can keep doing great work for Fiji. Fijians are at their best when we are working together. One man, one woman working alone can only achieve so much. But when we harness the abilities of everyone in our communities, when we combine our strengths and stay focused on a common goal, we can build great things. This Ndrasa double-barrel floodgate is an example of just that. It has been made possible because of the efforts of the many, not only of the few. This project is also a part of my government's commitment to Fiji's green growth framework, which outlines our strategy to be resilient to climate change and disasters, and also to preserve our environment by growing in a sustainable way. Ladies and gentlemen, developed and emerging countries are pumping greenhouse gases into our atmosphere that are warming our planet and causing our sea levels to rise to record high levels. There is much that can be done to prevent this from happening, and my government is doing all we can to demand that the global powers responsible for this crisis are held accountable. But in the short term, we have to deal with the effects already at our doorstep. All over the country, we are doing what we can to boost our climate resilience and protect our people. My government is currently conducting a thorough analysis of how to best allocate our resources so we can limit the damage climate change can cause. We will not allow all the development and progress Fiji has made to be risked by global warming. So rest assured, we are working overtime on the global stage and at home to keep Fiji safe. The floodgate that I just commissioned is a barrier between your farms and the ocean. The project itself includes 1,250 meters of seawall and 2,940 meters of internal drains, which have been completed at a cost of little over $81,747. These systems will protect your land from the salt water that can flood onto low-lying areas and put an end to the kind of flooding we had in the west during severe storms such as occurred during Cyclone Evan. This floodgate has a catchment area of nearly 300 hectares and will protect the labors and lands of 68 farmers. This area produced nearly 7,600 tons of sugar cane last year and more than 2,700 tons came from the Ndrasawan drainage scheme area. This continues the flood control efforts we have been making in this area for more than some 30 years. And we will be here with you, improving and perfecting our ability to control damaging seawater for another 30 years if necessary. As you know, salt water can have disaster effects on the quality of our soil. Farming is the economic backbone of a community, so quality soil isn't a luxury, it is a necessity. You have put your sweat and your capital and your hopes for the future in this land. We can't allow your hard work and your hopes for the future to be washed away in the tide of seawater. You have established yourselves on this land, you have invested in this land, and you have called this land home. With this new seawall, you and your investments are protected. Your food, your work, and your families are secure. You are the only community that is threatened by climate change. I want to tell you that, and you won't be the only community my government assists. We will continue to remain vigilant and do what we can to allow Fijians to focus on their work and their families, and free of the fear that climate change can destroy everything that they have worked hard for. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the solution we have put in place that will protect you now and well into the future. As we battle the immediate effects of climate change and sea level rise, we also have to focus on the long game. The larger battle to curb global carbon emissions is one we cannot afford to lose for our sake, our children's sake. This brings me to another important topic, one that is also concentrated on our future. As I've been continuously saying in the past, Fiji is finding a new national flag. Our old flag has served us well. I have served under it proudly as a military commander and as Prime Minister. And it will always have a special place in our hearts. But Fijians deserve a flag that represents the great beauty and rich history of Fiji. A flag that does not only look to our past, but to the future. We have extended the deadline for flag submissions until February 29th. In March, we will announce 5 final flag designs, and we seek advice and opinions from the public. And then on Constitution Day, which is 7th of September, Fiji will finally raise a flag that captures the essence of our people, the essence of our country and vision for what we can achieve together. I hope all of you will fully participate in this important national conversation. Submit designs and make your voices heard in our public consultations. Every additional voice will make the selection process more effective, so I urge you all to have your say. Ladies and gentlemen, this seawall will keep your community to keep working hard and protect what we've already achieved. Our fight against climate change and its effects will continue, but rest assured knowing that your farms, your homes and your people are safe from harm. Thank you, and Vinagawaligo.
A piece of land used to build goodwill. But your government mentioned that goodwill is illegal.
Thank you for highlighting that we remove politics from sugar, because that's not good for the sugar industry.